Taking your pet along on your vacation means you'll have a better time. A new poll found a vast majority of pet owners who vacationed with their animals said their pets made the trip more enjoyable. Nearly 90% of those people said they'd take another trip with their pets. And where are these pets going, you ask? Well, they mostly end up with relatives or friends. There you go. Animals certainly brighten our lives, but there are things you need to know to keep them healthy, and so they'll be around for a good long time. For example, reading the labels on the pet food containers. Have you ever thought about what goes into the food that you give your pets each and every day? I didn't, and I learned a lesson. This is Dr. Gordon Parham, and he's going to be joining us talking about how to read the labels. He's a veterinarian with Pet Care Express. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
We also have Pasha Cook with the All Natural Pet Delivery, and she brought in some of the goodies over here. She has a new business in town that we're going to tell you about in just a second. I picked these guys up at the local convenience store. We're going to talk about what makes them different. And then we also have a representative from Houston Schnauzer Rescue, and we're going to link all of their sites onto ours. And we have one little guy who's up for adoption. This is Roger back here, little guy. Roger! Roger! Okay, so let's say, doctor, then we want to make sure that Roger is very healthy. What types of things should dogs be eating regularly in their diet compared to cats?
Okay. A dog should eat food that's labeled dog food.
Okay.
And in that label requirement, it'll list proteins. And high 20s to low teens are the appropriate range.
High 20s to low teens, and that should be the first thing on the label. It should list crude protein on the label, and we'll give you an example of this. Got this thing around my wrist. I'm going to turn this package around, and we're going to get a shot of this. This is one of the pet foods that Pasha brought in, and it says here, when you look at the protein, let me find it. Where is it? Show me where it is, doctor. We found it on here earlier. Here it is, 21%, so that's not too shabby. 21%, it says crude protein. And you'll also notice the first ingredient, which is also key to look at, would be, this is why we brought the doctor in, is lamb meal. But making sure that it's a meat that comes first is important.
Right. All proteins are not created equal. The meat proteins are better than the bone meals and meal proteins.
Okay.
And so look for a meat product like beef, lamb, or chicken as your first ingredient.
And let's go to the snacks that Pasha brought in here. This is crude proteins, 24% on this one, and you can see that listed right here. And then, and I'm telling you because I know it's hard to see. And then the first ingredient is going to be duck. So that's important because not the duck meal, but duck is listed first.
Duck, it's a meat.
And the ingredients are listed by weight on there, right?
Correct.
Just kind of like whatever's in the people food, that the first ingredient's usually the most important ingredient, and that's what it's going to consist mostly of.
Correct. Right.
So let's check the supermarket brands that I just happened to pick up yesterday. Let's do the treats first. Crude protein, it looks like this one is 29%. That's not too bad. That's for the cats. You're going to find that up in there.
Right. However,
yes, he's got a however.
However, the listing of ingredients, the first ingredient is a wheat or a grain.
Right, it's corn. And do cats even eat? Do they eat corn and wheat?
No, they're true carnivores. However, they can derive some protein from that. However, it's low percentage and not very bioavailability, meaning digestible. They don't digest it. So a lot of it's just excreted.
So cats are carnivores.
True.
So you want to make sure that you're giving them those first few ingredients should be meat.
Meat, truly.
And then in the dogs, they can have the corn and the wheat and things like that.
Omnivores, and they can digest and derive calories from those. So yes.
Okay, and we appreciate you coming in and sharing that information. We got to go, but I want to make sure that I ask Pasha here, how did you come up with this this idea for this home delivery pet food? People can order it online, and then you can bring them all natural products.
Correct. I've always had a field as far as wellness, because I was a wellness teacher and an educational teacher. So I wanted to educate pet lovers on natural products and better wellness for their pets, like my dog here, BJ. So I started All Natural Pet Delivery, which is an online site, but we're local. We deal with local distributors and manufacturers so that we can get the product to you the very next day.
Perfect. So again, we're going to link all this information. Again, these are the ones that we looked at, just a tad bit healthier than the things you can find in the supermarket, and you can get them delivered to your door. So thanks you guys so much for coming in.
Thank you for having
Again,
us.
we'll link the video. Thanks so much, doctor.
Delighted to be here.
Let's send it over to Christy.